Good morning guys. Now I thought this would be a really good video to do for my gender sway pink. So as you know, I'm doing the Shettles theory combined with the new moon, which was last night. So we were baby dancing on the 4th of February, it was new moon. So all was good as from today for the girl on the gender sway. As you know, I burn lots of lavender, I have rose quartz under my pillow. I'm really into holistic therapy and reflexology. So I've always been getting my lines done before I was conceiving, like on my feet, and also really in tune with the inhaling of lavender, the calmness, and the rose quartz for the romance and fertility. And as you know, I showed you the amethyst that I carry in my car and the tourmaline that's rough cut, just to balance out the negative ions, which is all good gender sway for a girl. And I'm also wearing constantly on my ankle my rose quartz and my pearl. I also have rose quartz under my pillow along with some baby girl clothes, which is meant to be really good if you've got them under a drawer under your bed so you're sleeping near them. It's all theories and it is all wives' tales combined, but it's stuff that I believe in. So I've got all that in swing, plus on the gender calendar up until the 4th of February on procorola.com, it's a girl for me, but as from the 5th of February to March, it's a boy. However, I use another gender sway calendar, which is just something the baby centre one, and that one comes up a girl. But we baby danced on the 1st of February and we also baby danced the 4th, the early hours of the morning, so I'm hoping I've done enough. But gender sway diets, magnesium and calcium for a girl. As you know, I've been saying I eat oranges, dark chocolate, greens in abundance. So what I'm going to do today is just quick frame what I'm having in the day. So this morning I woke up at 7 and I had a peppermint tea. I do drink quite a lot of peppermint tea anyhow because I don't really like milky drinks, but I am trying to incorporate milk in the decaf lattes that I have and in yogurt and cheese, but it's soft cheese that swings a girl, not the real hard yellow cheeses, just to let you know. That's more boy. So anyway, for my breakfast, I just thought I'd tell you what I'm having. So this here, as you can see, this is a really good example of what I eat on the girl diet. Not every day, but just, I always have my breakfast about 9:30, 10 o'clock, because you're really meant to have an empty stomach and skip breakfast for a girl. I don't recommend that, but I'm not a real early bird for breakfast anyway, so I sort of have my peppermint tea, get my shower, get my kids ready, about 9:30 like it is now. I'm going to sit down to this. Now what's in here is granola with freeze-dried berries and pumpkin seeds, which I love pumpkin seeds. I love those in cooking as well. I do those, sprinkle sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds in stir fry. So if you have no nut and seed allergies, they're great for a baby girl diet. In here I also have blueberries, Greek yogurt, strawberries and fresh raspberries. Sorry, it's not very appetizing me, but I just want to show you. So that is my breakfast. That is what I will have along with, so that's just a nice Greek yogurt. I either get it from Waitrose, Co-op or Aldi. That one is 0% fat, but really you can have fat on a baby girl diet. It's perfectly fine. I just prefer that one because I'm having granola and I like to watch what I eat. And they do say if you're slighter on the weight and calorie intake, that does sway a girl a little bit more. So if you can sort of cut your calories, not go dieting, I don't mean that before anyone starts commenting, but if you can sort of keep it to 3 small meals a day and snacking on fruit, veg and seeds, that is better for a girl rather than eating lots and lots of food in between, apparently, remember. Decaf coffee, now I get mine from Aldi, or you can get a really delicious one, Taylor's, from supermarkets in the UK like Waitrose. So that's what I get. This one's an Aldi one though, decaf coffee. And I do like a coffee around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I will be having my very, very milky coffee, but I like this brand of oat milk, which is called an oat drink. And I do always buy this. And I use that if I have cereal or if I have milky drinks. But I will say there is calcium carbonate in that, which although calcium swings a girl, they do say go for calcium citrate because it's not so high in salt. But because we're only talking probably 2 drinks a day, it's not a huge amount. So I'm still getting my calcium from my yogurt in the morning, and if I don't have yogurt, I tend to have maybe some nice butter on a cracker, or I might have like some Philadelphia or soft cream cheese. I do like cheddar. I've been having a little bit of that, like grated, so it's just a little bit, but you don't want to go for really parmesans, that sort of thing. Yes, the granola, again, you can get really decent brands of granola, but this is a really good one from the foodie market in Aldi. But again, I've used Quaker granola that you can get from all sorts of supermarkets. Just a sprinkle though, because it's very, very sugary. So I just have that really instead of honey on top of my yogurt, on top of my breakfast. So that really is a very, very typical baby girl gender sway breakfast. If I don't have that, I do really enjoy peanut butter on a very, very thin piece of wholemeal, like light bread. But bread's not great on the girl diet. Like the brown bread would be a better option if you're going to opt for that, or crackers. But yeah, occasionally I might have a little bit of peanut butter on a very light piece of toast about this time. But I tend to grab a cereal bar if I'm on the go, or 3 or 4 times a week I will have that on the baby girl gender sway diet. I'll get back to you later about what snacks I have, and of course my lunch. Bye. Okay, hi guys, so this is my lunch time now, and I've been busy doing cleaning. It's now 12:30, so today I haven't had to have a snack because where I had that beautiful granola and yogurt and a really nice filling oat milk latte decaf, that kept me going. I sort of went from 9:30 right up until about 20 minutes ago, and I thought, oh, I'm a bit peckish. So what I had was a kale and cucumber smoothie, and I bought it from Waitrose, and I often get these because I don't really make my own, if I'm being honest. I'm sure you can, a lot cheaper and a lot better. But this was reduced. I bought it yesterday, and I don't know whether you can see that, but that is so nice, and that's apple, pear, cucumber and kale. So when I was feeling a little bit peckish about 20 minutes ago, I just gulped back a glass of that and I felt really rejuvenated again. So yeah, I've just going to sit down for our lunch now. And if you look back on my previous videos, I know it hasn't had many views, it's probably a bit boring, but I do picky plates for the children. I always do, every lunchtime when we're at home, not at school obviously, but at home we always do picky plates. So this is what my daughter will have. And she has things like that just varied. So there's a little bit of cheddar, a little bit of cucumber. She doesn't really like cheese and cucumber, but I'm really trying to keep going with that because she only really has milk and yogurt in her dairy. Cream cracker, raisins, raspberries for nice treat. And she's got a few little like bear crisps. These are just like Pom Bears really. And a bit of orange. But this is my baby girl sort of, this is what I'd have. I would have a bowl of soup sometimes with some crackers. But today I've got the same as my little baby girl, some nice cucumber. You are meant to peel the cucumber on the baby girl diet, but I quite like cucumber skin, so I'm not going to be that strict. But can you see? Cream crackers, the tiniest bit of cheddar, because it is soft cheese really. But yeah, if this was a proper baby girl diet, you would peel the cucumber and perhaps have soft cheese instead of the cheddar. But that's the sort of thing I have all the time, and I always have a nice big plate of spinach. I love it raw. That is what I will be having for my lunch. So yeah, all the time I will have a very light lunch. I don't have a lot, but then I have my peppermint tea. I love this. Aldi do a really good one that's very similar as well. And I always use this butter. I'm not a huge fan of margarines and butters. Real butter's really good for you, apparently. But I do love the plant-based, pure, dairy-free, and I do have that on crackers. Look, she started already. You love your lunch, don't you? Yeah, so baby girl diets, again, as you can see, I'm quite a grazer, so it does work well for me anyhow. But I will probably have that with my peppermint tea. And if I'm starving later, like about 2:30, 3 o'clock on the school run, I can get a bit peckish. Sometimes that's when I'll grab another milky drink, like maybe a milkshake that I've done myself, like with a little bit of cocoa powder. Because dark chocolate's really good. So if you don't like the sweetness, a bit of dark cocoa powder with a splash of water and then make it up with milk is a really good, not sweet milkshake, but it is a good one for the baby girl diet. I might have a milky drink, or I would grab perhaps the cereal bar that I haven't had in the morning. That's what I'd have when I do the school run. And then I don't eat till about 5:30. I like to eat with the children. So if my husband's coming home at 5:30, we'll wait for him. But if he's on a late one, I will eat with the children. They always eat supper between 4:30 and 5. But I'll show you what I have. I'll link it onto this and show you what a typical meal would be. Last night we had chicken fajitas because it was the weekend. And again, it's very light and you can graze with that. You can have a little bit of cheese if you wish, a little bit of hummus, a little bit of salad, a tiny bit of chicken. I do the peppers and onions separate, and it's pick a little bit of pickiness. But the wraps, again, I do very thin wholemeal wraps, so I only had one of those, whereas my children and husband would have one or two. But yeah, tonight we've got tacos made with corn, but I'll show you roughly what my plate looks like, just to give you an idea of recipes you do on the Gender Sway. Remember, you're steering clear of salty foods, red meats, processed foods, so chorizo, olives, beef mince, all of that is not good if you're swaying for a girl. You're better off very little and often with chicken and fish. I love fish. Homemade fish cakes are the best. That's another good one. But yeah, fish and chicken, and if you can incorporate soya and plant-based meat alternatives, that's really good for a girl. Or if you're vegetarian, brilliant. So yeah, so steering clear of processed and red meats and salty foods. So yeah, that's my lunch. Okay, that is a typical lunch for me, I promise you. I would normally have something like that with the children, or I will sometimes, if I'm on the go, maybe have a piece of fruit and some crackers. But yeah, I'm quite a grazer. Remember this diet, you can't have bananas, you can't have carrots, they don't stay there very good. And they don't say, it's definitely no tomatoes because of the potassium, no bananas, 100%. And they do say not so many apples and carrots, but I haven't really been on them lately, so that's not too bad. I might have the odd pick of I do tend to like an apple if I'm going on a school run, but I've not missed it. I've been having the berries and citrus for the acid. I think they're trying to promote an acid tummy and an acid inside vaginal base, which favours female sperm. I think that's the link to it. Anyway, so I'm just about to make myself a nice peppermint tea. So that'll be my lunch, my little picky plate with a peppermint tea, and I'll link it on to lunch this evening. Bye. To dinner this evening. Bye. Hi, so as promised, a quick tag on. Excuse me that I look so tired. This is how I look at the end of a school run and a busy day. So this is just an example of one of our meals that we have. So I've got pre-done taco shells, which you can get from any supermarket. You just pop them in a hot oven for about 5 minutes. I've got some baked beans also in the oven. That's just because my children love filling tacos up with beans as well as what we've got here. And it looks very plain, but all that is corn. I buy that because it's a really healthy plant-based alternative to mincemeat, and like I say, red meat is not good on the Gender Sway girl diet. I've made a nice green salad to top that off with, and my children like either to put guacamole, which I haven't got today, but that's easy to make. That's just avocado, garlic and like some tomatoes. But today we've got just Greek plain yogurt, which I will have to incorporate the dairy, and some hummus, which is pre-bought. And again, I'm grating some cheese because that's what they do. They fill a taco shell each with some corn, some green salad, some grated cheese and some Greek yogurt. And for a treat for them tonight, I have been busy. I've made chocolate cake, but I won't have any of that because I did have a cereal bar. And I want to tell you the sort of cereal bars I get, because I think this may help you if you're from the UK anyway, because I think you can get them, you might be able to get them anywhere else actually. Sorry about my washing machine going, that's really annoying, but that's what I have, an Eat Natural protein pack. You don't want to indulge in too much protein on the girl gender diet. That's why I think they say not so much red meat, but these are a real good pick-me-up, and I'm sure you can get the equivalent. This is just like cocoa, raw cacao, and peanuts and chocolate. It's great if you haven't got a nut allergy, but I had one of those at 2:30, like I thought I would on the school run. So yeah, so cereal bars and fruit and seeds to snack on, that's an alternative for a meal that you could do, and that is so cheap and easy. You could even put a splodge of Philadelphia on the top of that, or soft spread. But yeah, I'll do some more gender swaying recipes soon, but I hope that's helped. Thanks for listening. Bye. And I forgot to say, the corn that I've already done has got a pre-made sachet which has smoked paprika, garlic, chilli, onion powder in. Onions and mushrooms are particularly good for a girl sway diet, so is leeks as a little add too. So you could actually in this put some lentils and some black beans and some mushrooms and onions, but I'm just going to keep it as a corn mince and the pre-made sachet, or you can do your own herbs. But again, you're not really going to have much salt, so I'm trying to steer clear of the pre-made things, but the sachet is such a little amount that it just gives the corn a little bit of flavouring. But I'm not adding salt to anything, not even pre-boiling potatoes. So just to let you know, no added salt.